Hey, what's up, guys? TheCampingRusher here. Today we're talking about a possible live event this season, a lot on how this season is going to end, and then big discussion. You've probably seen it going around. Peter Griffin, we did get a new Family Guy skin, the chicken, right? And then what does that mean? Is there going to be more Family Guy skins? Are they ever going to add the normally proportioned Peter Griffin? We've got muscular Peter right now, obviously, but will we get big Peter, normal Peter? I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean, but let's start with this. Rumor. We may get a live event. According to Spush, there is a chance of an event due to some event files not being removed till Season 2. So we're using this to start the discussion off, the leaks, the actual things that are happening, but there's a chance. I don't know if this is going to happen. Based on the patterns, recent patterns, we have not had a Season 1 live event from a new chapter in years. It's been so long. They are saving it really for only the end of chapters, it seems, at this point. But I'm talking about it. It's possible. There is some stuff in the files, and I'm holding on to some hope. But some official stuff is this. Storyline leaks. This season will end with some take down the society quests to save Peely. And that will probably be the end of the society. That's how the season's going to end. These quests will have 3 parts. Most of them are not in the files yet. Additionally, there are quests to place missing signs for Peely. The quests will have conversations with different NPCs, and then, like we talked about in the last video, earthquakes will start happening around the map to tease the new season. These earthquakes are not ready to happen yet in-game, so we'll have to wait until at least the next update, which should be February 6th, to see what's going on, to actually get a look at them. But we've seen this teaser, this build-up, this style of build-up before, so we kind of know what to expect. And then from there, it's, we think it's the Greek mythology theme, as I've talked about a lot. We're not talking too much about Season 2 in today's video, but that is the ongoing theory, Greek mythology. And then one more piece here on the society as we're on topic, then we're going to move on to Midas. It seems Silas Hesk is not a part of the society and is actively defying them. He's not a part of the underground either. Those are the 2 factions going at it this season, but he's quietly assisting them in their rebellion against the society. He also noted Valeria's search for ancient secrets. So I thought this little piece of news was worth putting in there as we're on the topic of basically how the society is going to get taken down by the end of the season. Now, let's talk about Midas's return and potentially for next season. We've talked about bits and pieces of why this is probably going to happen, but let's put it all into one place because our recent update added some more evidence for this basically to go down. So here it is. Midas LTM is in the works. This is the one we've talked about if you're a fan of the channel. It's called Midas Presents Flora's Lava. So we should be getting the Flora's Lava back as an official epic made mode. I cannot wait. One of the best LTMs of all time. There is an upcoming / unused landmark codenamed Midas's Yacht. Okay. And with our new update, last update, Jules' drum gun has received new animations, and not only that, TNTina's bow has received new animations, plus reload and charge time buffs. So, a lot of things relating to Midas, Midas's season, characters related to Midas, weapons related to him. Again, one of my favorite characters of all time, so I really do want to see this. Expanding on the Midas Yacht theory, we think this is going to be for Chapter 5, Season 2. I don't think they'd randomly add this much stuff this season. Like, this will be either launching with next season or midway through. In the latest update, a codename called Midas Yacht was added to the files. It could simply be the Marigold Yacht, but the files never referred to the landmark as Midas Yacht. This codename only exists since this last week's update. Keep in mind, Midas is set to return, as we've just talked about, so everything's coming together. Maybe a redesigned version of Midas for our Battle Pass next season. Wouldn't that be the cherry on top? They'll sell a lot. If they do that, they will sell a lot. You know that. It's not just me that loves this character. And yeah, I know this is a theory, but I really think this is happening. And it's just a matter of when, right? And I'm leaning towards it'll launch with the new season. The final thing on this Midas stuff, Sky in Lego Fortnite is also teasing Midas's return. New dialogues were added in this last update, and here they are. My old boss is not the kind of guy who just lets you quit. I guess I could hear from him at any time. Hopefully we'll have lots of adventures before that happens. That's got to be the confirming piece right there. This is not by accident. It's happening. just give it to us. Okay, I'll let you know as soon as we know more on this. Subscribe, turn your noties on. We of course have so much more to talk about today, but that's all the Midas stuff. So I was gone this weekend, and while I was gone, a couple things happened. Item shop. Fortnite brought back Takara after 997 days. Did you end up picking it up? Thanks to everyone using code TheCampingRusher, by the way. And then of course there was the new Family Guy skin. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but I want to mention the FNCS. Fortnite was the #1 most viewed game on Twitch by a long shot, and this was on Friday as the FNCS 2024 was officially starting. Mongrel alone had almost 100,000 concurrent viewers. The guy's just still got it. He's still got all the hype even after his big break. But this was the good news. The bad news is EU was the beginning, so the EU Open Qualifier was the start of the event, and there was big problems with it. So streamers such as Mongrel, like he was at one point live streaming, he started with 100K, but he was basically unable to play, just waiting in the lobby with 56,000 people waiting to play. Super unfortunate. I know these things happen, but just, I don't know, I feel like this is some of the most hype we've seen for Fortnite competitive tournament in a really long time, like Twitch-wise, YouTube-wise, the people that are back, specifically Mongrel. So, yeah, bit of a letdown. They did end up rescheduling it to the next day. It ended up working out just not in the prettiest way. And a Fortnite times McLaren collaboration may happen in the near future. It's suggested that the collaboration will use one of the already existing cars in Rocket League. Okay, let's talk about the Peter Griffin stuff, and one interesting piece here on the Battle Pass. During early development on Chapter 5, Season 1, the skins in the Battle Pass were under different names. The current name's on the left, and the early dev name is on the right. Peter Griffin was just Peter Griffin. That didn't change. But Valeria was Flamme Fatale, let's say. Nisha was Fancy Fencer. Oscar was Thai Tiger. And Montag was Dapper Dude. They definitely should have kept Dapper Dude. I like that one a lot. Obviously, these were probably code names. They didn't actually plan to use these, but as they were thinking and confirming the final names. But I thought it was funny to show this off. Okay, so Fortnite added this. The chicken skin, the famous chicken from Family Guy, the one that Peter Griffin always beefs with and gets in fights with. And the first piece here is, did you end up purchasing the skin? Were you a fan? I know there was a lot of excitement. We knew there were more Family Guy skins coming to the item shop, as they did add a Family Guy tag to the item shop, and Peter Griffin obviously is not an item shop skin. So from here, now we don't know if we're getting any more, okay? I would think we are, but it could just be a one and done thing. And I think it's like a for sure we're going to get more. It's just, are they going to spread it out? Like, is this going to be a few months down the line we see another one? Or maybe they give us one more drop before the end of this season, as we are, in the middle of the Family Guy, Peter Griffin hype after waiting so long. This season is the Family Guy season with Peter Griffin dropping. So that's the first piece. I think we're going to get more. It's just not confirmed. But the other piece here is the debate. There's this massive debate that started all over Twitter, all over Reddit this weekend, and a Redditor, Magnitude Man, even made a post to show proof that the reason they didn't do, and he quotes it as Fat Peter, but just whatever it is, normal Peter, not the Peter we have, the Peter from the show, is because the proportions for the hitbox would be way off, such as his height. And you can see what he's talking about here. On the left side, you've got the default chicken and basically Family Guy Peter Griffin model from the show. On the right, the blue is what the skins look like in game. And you can see that even though the chicken looks like it's the same, it's really not. Like, they've added a bunch of different proportions there to make it work, right? They've slimmed out the body and they've lengthened the legs of the chicken. And this is a big deal, right? The hitbox in Fortnite, the visual needs to very closely, if not perfectly, match where the player is able to shoot and do damage to you, right? If it's off, it's either going to be an advantage or a disadvantage depending where it's off. Like, is it skinnier than the hitbox, bigger than the hitbox? It can't just be a copy and paste. And you can see why the Peter Griffin one is necessary, because he tries a couple different versions of this. He tries lengthening the Peter Griffin legs like they kind of did with the chicken, and it just doesn't work, right? You can see the attempts that this guy made. It's just worse by far. Like the strong, jacked Peter Griffin that we have is much better than the scaling of proportions that this guy's tried. So the point of this post is basically it was necessary to do what they did, and I don't think we'll ever get Big Peter in Fortnite. Thanks for watching. Touch that like button. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.